This is a project that I did in ninth grade on the golden ratio and its connections to Fibonacci. So it talks about the number phi, which is often shortened to 1.618, which is an irrational number that forms the basis of aesthetically pleasing structures. So I studied the relationships between phi and infinity and created this GSP portfolio. And GSP, also known as Geometers Sketchpad, is a way to use like an interactive software to study geometry. And so I did this project on phi, and um, the most obvious relation that phi has with infinity is that it's an irrational number, so it continues indefinitely, and it cannot be written as a fraction. So I used different slides and links between different slides to study phi, and um, a way that I want to point out is how I studied it in comparison to the Fibonacci flower. So the way I made this flower, I constructed it by hand, is that I drew petals and then rotated each petal by 137.5 degrees and dilated 0.1 inch. And this is the golden ratio for angles. And if you continue a flower like that, which is often found a lot of the times in nature, because it maximizes the amount of sunlight that the leaves will get. If you continue this indefinitely, you'll find various spirals inside the flower, which I thought was really interesting. And if you continue doing it, there's going to be an infinite amount of spirals in which no two spirals overlap another one completely. So in this, I looked at different numbers of spirals and use the Geometer Sketchpad to put interactive dots on top of the spirals to help create it. And I made this little table over here. So for example, if you want to show 13 spirals, I color coded it so you see the different 13 spirals. And I also made arcs to show the spirals. I found that you can have spiral configurations continuing indefinitely, and this is just a sample of the different spirals you can find. For example, 34 spirals looks like this, and it's not obvious right away where the spirals lie, but when you show the arcs, you can see that it lies like that. For example, this arc right here, the green spiral connects this point to this point, or dark green here and here, and you'll see the spirals. I thought this was an interesting application with my connection to technology. You could see, I'm going to unhide all the stuff that's hidden on the screen to see the work that went into creating this. Hold on. Here it is. Took a while to load. Here are all the dots that I had to make to place to make the diagram and the table that you'll see on your side. I'm gonna hide it again. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, so I really enjoyed using technology to study geometry, in particular phi and Fibonacci and the different types of spirals. And I thought this was a really interesting project that really stuck with me.